The Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca gives us valuable teachings on how to utilize our most precious resource, time. In his essay on the brevity of life, Seneca reminds us of the importance of being eternal learners of life. First and foremost, he urges us to recognize that the key to a well-lived life lies in understanding that each moment is irreversible. Time, once gone, cannot be reclaimed. Therefore, we must learn to cherish every moment, turning each instant into an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better versions of ourselves. Furthermore, Seneca encourages us to cultivate a mindset of detachment from distractions and futile activities that often occupy our days. Instead of being swayed by the whims of the external world, he reminds us of the importance of focusing on activities that truly matter and contribute to our personal growth and intellectual development. With this in mind, here are 3 essential pieces of advice on time management drawn from Seneca's writings. The first piece of advice is to live for oneself. Amidst the whirlwind of life, we often lose ourselves, forgetting to live authentically. Don't be deceived by appearances. Gray hair and wrinkles do not equate to a life well lived. They merely indicate that we have existed long enough. Each of us nurtures dreams, profound desires that propel us forward. It could be the job of our dreams, a cozy home, true love, or that dream vacation. However, how many of us find ourselves stuck in jobs we despise just to pay the bills? Or in empty relationships, settling for scraps of affection out of fear of loneliness? Often, we allow ourselves to be swept away by the currents of life, inundated by a constant influx of information. We delude ourselves, claiming a lack of time to pursue new passions. The truth is, we occupy ourselves with tasks that drain our vitality, distancing us from our true selves, confusing existence with living. Investing your time meaningfully is the secret to an authentic life. If you don't know where to start, ask yourself 2 crucial questions. If you had more free time, what would you do? If you could change something now, within yourself or your surroundings, what would it be? These questions can unveil deep desires, like changing jobs, improving health, or embarking on new passions. Now is the time to awaken. Wake up earlier and use those precious hours to dedicate yourself to what you love. Time is a valuable resource that waits for no one. The more you postpone necessary changes, the more time you will waste working to fulfill someone else's dreams. Understand that true wealth lies in living an authentic life, aligned with your deepest desires. Don't wait. Start now. Your authentic journey awaits you. The second piece of advice is to live according to Seneca's perspective. Imagine living each day as if it were the last, without anxiety about tomorrow or regrets from the past. It's easy to get caught up in the web of time, spending our days preparing for what is yet to come. But Seneca reminds us of the preciousness of the present, a treasure often overlooked. In his words, he invites us to embrace the now, not to postpone the pursuit of happiness. After all, who are we to assume that happiness resides in the future? The future is uncertain, beyond our control. Our dreams of tomorrow may never materialize. It's as if we were in the middle of a desert, desperate for a sip of water, finding a crystal-clear stream. We wouldn't know how long the water would flow, but we would drink it thirstily, savoring every drop. Such is time, flowing like a river that waits for no one. When we get lost in meticulous plans for the future, the present slips through our fingers. Seneca calls us to savor each moment, not to let anxiety about tomorrow steal today from us. Every stage of life deserves to be lived intensely, without letting the weight of future expectations dim the glow of the present moment. So, from radiant youth to the most experienced years, we must remember, life is a series of moments, one after the other. We cannot live 2 moments simultaneously, and we only have one opportunity to live them. Choose to live in the now, embrace the present with gratitude, and live each day as if it were a precious gift because it truly is. The third and final piece of advice is to treat time as a commodity. Valuing time is one of the wisest pieces of advice we can receive. Just as we protect our material possessions, we should handle our time with care. It's curious how people often waste this valuable resource without considering the consequences. Imagine seeing someone throwing money into the wind. We would find it absurd. Yet, many of us and others squander something even more precious every day: time. The amount of time we possess is uncertain, but it is undoubtedly limited. It's more illogical to waste time than money. After all, we cannot get it back once it's gone. To understand the value of a year, just ask a student who had to repeat a school year. To grasp the value of a month, talk to a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. A weekly newspaper editor knows the value of a week, while someone who missed a train understands the importance of an hour. A second can be crucial for someone who narrowly escaped an accident, and a millisecond can mean the difference between glory and defeat in competitions like the Olympics. Although the amount of time we have is uncertain, one thing is certain: this time is limited. Ignoring this reality can lead us to a future of regrets. Instead, we should treat time as a valuable commodity, because when used wisely, it becomes an amplifier of our experiences and achievements. However, when we spend our time thoughtlessly, it turns into a persistent source of regret. Death awaits those who do not value time, those who assume it is cheap. Therefore, the lesson here is clear: treat your time with respect and wisdom, for it is a precious resource that cannot be recovered once it's gone.